How to measure lengths of any object with a ruler to the nearest 1/4 of an inch. So to help you out a little bit, I marked the ruler with 1 inch marks. As you can see, 1 inch, 2 inches, 3 inches. And then I marked the 1/2 inch marks with blue marks here. So as you can see, if this is 1 inch, the blue is a half. If this is another inch, the blue is a half, right? So this would be 1.5, 2.5, etc. And then finally, I marked the 1/4 inches with red marks. So got 1/4, 2/4, 3/4, and 4/4. And you may notice that there's a blue mark in between here, and that's the 1/2 mark. But 1/2 is also a fourth. 1/4, 2/4. So it's a fourth marker here. It's 2/4. So 1/4, 2/4, 3/4, 4/4, or 1 whole inch. So let's try this little tiny leaf right here to start off. Make sure that you mark it here. I'm going to put a little dot at the beginning and a dot at the end to make sure that I'm actually measuring it correctly, and make sure that the 0 mark is right on there, and I do my 1/4 mark, just like that. So I know that this is 1/4 inch. Okay, we're going to try the next one. Mark the point at the end, or the beginning, and the point at the end. And then I go ahead and try it. I first do my jumps. This is 1 whole inch here. And this is another 1 whole inch there. So how many inches is that all together? 2. Let's try this one. I'm going to mark my beginning, my end, line up the 0. Some kids actually draw a line down the middle. So for example, they would do something like this. So that way you actually have a line segment that you can measure from beginning to end. 1 inch to the black one. Okay, but I know it's a little bit more than that now, so I'm going to add 1/4, 2/4. So the final answer is 1 whole and 2/4 of an inch. 1 and 2/4. Let's try this one. This one right over here, I'm going to mark the beginning. I'm going to mark the end. Maybe I'll draw a line to help myself. And I'm going to measure. I line up that 0 right where it needs to be. I line up the ending. And I do my jumps. This is 1 whole inch. Oh, I can't do a 1 inch jump again because it stops right over here. So I have 1, and then let's do the 1/4. 1/4, 2/4, 3/4. Okay, so this was 1 3/4 of an inch long. Let's try one more. Let's try this one over here. See this one? Mark the dot at the beginning, mark the dot at the end. Make my straight line segment just to help me stay on the ruler. Start at the 0 mark and do my inch jumps. So this is 1 inch here to the 1. Oh, here's the 2. And it goes right to there. So the answer is 2 inches long. 2 inches long. Should we try one more? How about this one over here? This one looks very interesting. Let's try this one out. Mark my beginning and end. Step 2, I draw my line. Step 3, I match it up to the 0. And step 4, I do my jumps. So first I do my 1/2 inch jumps. There's 1 whole-inch. Can I do my 2nd inch jump? No, because the line segment doesn't go all the way there. So I have 1 whole-inch, and then I'm going to do 1/4, 2/4, 3/4 to the end of the leaf. So the answer is 1 3/4 inches. Okay.